Team 17 is releasing a skirmish mode for Hello Loose. It's available on the public testing server for the next 24 hours. Skirmish mode is a gateway experience for new players of Hello Loose. The game mode allows players to get straight into the action and experience some of the core mechanics of Hello Loose with fewer moving parts. This is a quicker 50v50 experience for some of our core audience who want to hop in for a few games and immerse themselves in the battle immediately. Players will still need to use tactics, strategy, and core tenets of success. Communication and teamwork will bolster your chances of gaining victory. This game mode is featuring a new type of garrison, the forward position. Each side will be limited to one armor squad and one recon squad. The commander can only spawn medium tanks and no artillery pieces will be placed on the map. Both teams will start with control over their half of the map while the middle sector is neutral with a single capture point. Both teams must fight attacking and then defending this single capture point. Only the middle section of the map and the single capture point can change hands. The team that controls the capture point at the end of the game is declared the winner. Players within the active sector count towards the capping power. Winning conditions: capture and hold the capture point, controlling the capture point after the time limit expires. Further info: map duration is 40 minutes with 3-minute warm-up. Skirmish mode takes place on a smaller map. Playable space is 1.4 kilometers by 1.2 kilometers, 10x8 skirmish grid. Sectors and grid sizes are also smaller to reflect the new map size. Grid square is 140 meters compared to 200 meters in Warfare. Skirmish mode features a new type of garrison called the forward position. Forward positions have a distance rule of 140 meters from each other, unlike the 200 meters in normal gameplay. The radius is shown on the tactical map. For Foy and Kharkov skirmish, we also visually show on the tactical map soft capture on the 2x2 grid square where the capture point resides. Skirmish on console. Skirmish will be a selectable option from the main menu. It will not be included in the normal map rotation. I really hope that's just for console, because on PC we really need a seeding mode, and this would go really well as a seeding mode. What Skirmish mode is not, a replacement for Warfare or offensive game modes. We remain focused on giving players an authentic Hell Let Loose experience with new large maps for Warfare and offensive game modes going forward, but we'd like to offer a substitute for players who want to play a shorter mode. It is not aimed at Hell Let Loose players who only play certain roles, for example, players who specialize in artillery. Work in progress. These PTE sessions are a way for you as a community to feedback on, I think they mean to give feedback on Hell Let Loose. Work in progress. That is worded really weird. I'm just tired. Which means we can look to implement your feedback before a patch or releases or update is released, although we can certainly only hold public testing sessions on PC. We encourage everyone to take part to be able to share feedback. Streaming and recording PTE sessions. You're welcome to both stream and record PTE sessions, but as these sessions are showing unfinished work, it's always good to let your individual communities know that the footage is from a PTE session where you might encounter unfinished items, bugs, and other issues. There's a lot of known bugs. I'm going to show the list of known bugs here on screen for a second. And now we're going to jump straight into game so we can actually look at the changes ourselves. So here we have the forward position, so you can see the 140 meter radius with the yellow circles there. You can also see how the map is a lot shorter from top to bottom. It's also, the grid square is a lot smaller. You can see both the hard cap and soft cap being displayed here, with the hard cap being inside the black circle, while the soft cap is in the grayed out zones of the map. You can go for these little grid squares deep into enemy territory before it tells you to turn back before it auto kill you. But you can't place a OP or a forward position unless if you're more than like 2 grid squares deep. Forward positions also seem to have replaced garrisons in this game mode, or at least that is on the test server. Also, there are 100 supplies in enemy territories and 50 in friendly territory. The Soviet forward position looks different than their Gary, while the American and German still look the same. You can also put the forward position in neutral territory in this game mode. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but it lets you do it, and it's worth 100 supplies like it's in enemy territory. You still have commander abilities, and you're also able to drop nodes for them in this game mode. I'm really looking forward to this game mode. 50 plus 50, mostly infantry both sides. Yeah, there's going to be one recon, one tank squad per side, but 100 infantry almost in such a small area is going to be fucking crazy. Just mass fucking shootouts. It's going to be great. I can't wait for it to come out. And I really hope they get it out in a reasonable amount of time, but that, we'll see. Keep your fingers crossed. If you are interested in having a group to play with, join the Discord link down below. And as always, I'm Goblin, and I know which windows you don't lock.